Hi guys, this is Gabor here, and today's video I would like to talk about the fact that during my 15 years of panic disorder I did not have any antidepressant to take at all, and I simply avoided it. I didn't go for it. I never ever attend to any psychiatrist, and I was never have any complaint about my situation that I'm sick of panicking and worrying, and I have a serious mental problem with this, which is now over. And the reason I'm sitting here and kind of opening up by talking about in a video like this, also wherever I go, as an open person, I'm talking about my situation and my past condition, having panic attack. As I had panic attack and panic disorder in the past for 15 years, so I'm ready to talk about. That's me. It was me, and because I made it so incredibly big change in my life, incredibly big turning point in my life, which I made from the hell to literally up to the heaven, from the hell of the panic disorder suffer, made a big change up to the heaven, to the Eden, literally. Um, I'm, I'm I'm more than happy to talk about it. I've got nothing to keep a secret regarding of that. But anyway, I'm sitting here right now to reveal and open up an idea that I consequently went through during the 15 years of suffering of panic attacks and of that panic disorder period, that I never ever had any antidepressant. Why was that? Why did I do that? Why didn't just as I believe everybody on earth would have done, so whenever you're feeling any problem you need to see the doctor, you just go there and see what's happening. Well, the reason is that because I knew that I'm having a mental problem, panic disorder, and I also knew that more or less there is one kind of treatment, and this is generally it depends on what your condition is. So please, if you have any panic disorder right now or panic attack, just one, and you're seeking advice here, please just ignore the fact that I didn't go to see any doctor during that period of me. Please, if you feel to see the doctor, just go to the doctor and consult whatever you feel you need to consult with your doctor. But back to my situation, I never ever attend to see the doctor, never, because I wanted to avoid the fact that I'm having antidepressant. Antidepressants usually are kind of close to drug related things, and because of that I'm also not a medicina, so please, I may be mistaken, but that was my thought, and that was the reason I never ever attended. And this is just half of the story. The second half of the story, during the suffering of panic disorder, a little bit before and in the middle of that, I also had about 20 years of alcoholic period in my life, and I successfully managed to quit being alcoholic. It happened a little more than 12 years ago that I'm 100% sober. I never had since then one sip of wine or beer or any spirit So I just stopped it, quit from being alcoholic, not to have a glass of alcohol at all. And it was so incredibly hard to overcome being alcoholic, which I did by myself. I'm very proud of it. Uh, that I very much I wanted to avoid that I am seeing the doctor, and I am prescribed to have any antidepressant, and I just never ever in my life I'm able to get rid of it, because I was thinking about the alcoholic thing, how hard it was to quit, and that was the reason I didn't even go and see the doctor. Also, I had quite. However, I was believing was that it must have some kind of program that somehow differently approaching this mental problem, and could provide perhaps some different solution, which also could lead you to get rid of the panic disorder forever. And I was very much looking for something that that helps forever, that helps for the rest of my life. Well, I was looking for mostly a natural kind of approach, and I started to believe that after a decade of panic disorder, that must have out there solutions that could help, that were designed to help people are being suffering from panic disorder. And I started researching, and what I did was I did cognitive therapy by myself, and it was very helpful. I also did a few programs. Was only one very helpful. Ultimately, it was helpful to me because I could thank everything to that various program. Uh, that program was designed that gently lead you through or to your deepest fear, and this program was able to show you what was behind your deepest fear. I gently practicing to getting further and further, closer and closer to my deepest fears, and after I was able to actually experience that what was behind my deepest fear. And you know what? I found that behind my deepest fear actually is nothing. Nothing. So I spent fearing for 15 years for actually nothing. This is the truth. And also this is the nature of the whole panic loop that works, that you worrying, then fearing, fear generates more worry, the more worry generates more fear, the more fear generates more worry, and so on until it's really exploding up, being a really tough panic attack. It's now over, and if you have any question, please feel free to enter below in the comment field. If you could subscribe to the channel, would be appreciated very much, and see you next time.